Hello. Right, just check. Sorry, you see me dirty sleeve. Got my painty top on. Right, I'll work here, over here a bit. Stamperia, part 2. I think we can see all right. Right, so as I was saying the other day, I've moved some stuff. This is what I've been working on. Now, I already used the clay, air dry clay in these moulds. And these are the Vintage Library moulds. Hi, Maureen. So I've already made them and glued them down. This is the Ink Seth After glitter paste. It leaves an awesome texture. Is the picture okay tonight? I'm so gutted that the other Stamperia one that we did, the picture was rubbish. So I'm making it up, tears. This one here, what I've done is I've put 3 magnets on each side underneath, and then all I've used is a black masking tape to glue them down, and that's to hold my project closed. Hi, Anne. So I have already fussy cut some of the images out and things, and I say fussy cut, it's just cutting out, isn't it? Fussy cutting. I have got some rice paper somewhere as well, but I'm going to start off by, where is my rice paper? That's going to annoy the life out of us. Oh, there. Right. I have rice paper as well. I did find some rice paper from a different collection to the Stamperia one, right? And it's very similar to this. It looks like this one without the door. So that made us think. Right, when I get some paint, I'm using acrylic paint, and I've got brown, cinnamon brown, the Stamperia green, petroleum green, and I have a lot of other ones, all vintagey colours. Hi Jane, picture's perfect, excellent. I went into my settings and it looked like something had changed, but I don't know how it's so bad. Even on like when you watch it on a bigger screen, it's rubbish as well. So I'm just going to get some vintagey coloured paints down. To get this crackle, I want to show you as well. All I did was I used a PVA glue to glue down the clay shapes, and I got glue here, and all I've gone over the top with is a gesso, like a primer, and you get this crackle. So I've put some more glue on because you have to let it dry, and I'm hoping it's going to do it again in the browns and greens. So it's a Stamperia brown I'm using. It's called Earth. I'm going to put some green down as well. Hi, anybody that I've missed. Terribly rude of me. I love this one, the petroleum green. Oh, we will see if it crackles or not. This could well be quite a long video, but I've done most of the work that needs to be dry, like the clay and things. If you want us to show you putting clay in the moulds, which I doubt you will, because I can do that as well. I did find some clay just in case. So everybody had a nice week. I've even put some on the front so it looks like it's fastened, because I wanted it to be a library inside of a book, because I put this bit on the side of the box as well. And the box was just, it came with a parcel in. And all I've done is I've turned it, upcycled it. Chopped the flappy bits off. Are you in your craft room? Are you crafting along? Or doing some craft at the same time? You see the colour, it's gone. It's like really, I want it to look like old leather. You know, when you see the old-fashioned studies and things, the green and the brown together, that's what it'll look like. So far, all I've done is I've done the clay and let it dry, because that's the worst bit. Stuck my finger in it here and spoiled it. But it's fine because it's an old book. And all I'm doing is painting all over. Out of the collectibles book, I have fussy cut an owl and a wizard as well, because obviously it's a library inside of a book. It's magic. Should be called Magic Library, not Vintage Library. Hi Brenda, hi Jennifer. So, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this after. It would make a pretty good, if someone's got like a Harry Potter bedroom, or I think it might go in there, or just pop it on you. Pop it wherever. I'm going to enjoy doing it. Hiya, Kelly. Are you all right, me dear? And hello again, anybody that I've missed. Again. So I am covering the glitter paste over, which is kind of a shame, but it was more the texture for this one that I wanted, because it does leave like a nail file texture. And I think this, especially if this goes somewhere like in a care home or anything like that, it's quite tactile, but I don't think that anybody will be able to pull it off because it's pretty glued on. Again, I'm not too fussed about blending the paint too perfect, because I'm going to go over it with quite a few things. It's just the first cover. Is anybody else getting this collection? Honestly, I've gotten the books in all sizes. I've even gotten another thing of die cuts, another pack of die cuts. I think this is my favourite. I thought I loved the Magic Garden or Secret Garden, the last one, but this one has just totally knocked my socks off. Love it. I'm hoping it's going to crackle, so I'm going to paint inside as well and let it naturally dry, because it does work better to leave it. If it doesn't crackle, it doesn't matter. Happy accidents and all that. Right, hold on, I'm going to try and get that to stay open without breaking it. So inside, I've got the books and things already. I've glued them in, and I glued these corner ones. Now, I think with the moulds, you should leave them to dry inside the mould, but I was too impatient. I wanted them out to glue in. I glued them in wet. They have still dried, but I wish I had left them. Oh, that's not very attractive, is it? Gooey stuff. Put that down anyway. Mixing it with whatever was on the front. With the box as well, it was one of those boxes that has the weird, when you put them together, they've got quite a gap in. So I just filled it with clay as well to make it look even more old and vintage. All texture, basically. Yeah, all on. So that horrible, I didn't shake the, you've seen it? It's horrible. I didn't shake the acrylic, and it blobs out this horrible greasy stuff. You've got it all as well, have you, Jennifer? Have you seen Thirsty Brush though, Jennifer? Totally different beast to Stamperia, but still I have to say very, very good. What do you think, ladies? Think you should go and have a look for Thirsty Brush? Thirsty Brush is mine, obviously. And it's very, very bright, and I keep everything quite fun and super bright. And Leonie had it on Create and Craft yesterday, which was awesome. Did anybody catch Leonie yesterday? I loved what she did with it. But I do have Create and Craft shows next week on the Thursday, so I won't be live on YouTube, but I will be live on Sunday for our usual Colour World, and I will be live on Tuesday on Facebook still. It's just Thursday you won't have us, but you'll have us on Create and Craft. Yeah, she's had some brilliant ideas. In fact, you know what it is? A lot of what she did, I could have totally kicked myself, because when something's yours, you don't think the same way as you do with other designs. So I could have kicked myself. I wish I did that. I had total design envy. Right, so I'm just getting some colours out. Again, I'm not bothered about it being perfect because I will get any areas that aren't perfect later. I am going to get the heat tool out, so if you've got earphones in, brace yourself. I don't think it's going to crackle, this one. I can't remember what glue I did actually use to get it to crackle. I think it was just normal everyday PVA. Hi, Helen. You missed Leonie, did you? It should be on catch-up. It was on the 11 o'clock, Let Leonie Loose. I'm hoping, because I love working with Leonie, I'm hoping she's got my shows next week. Hang on, I'm just plugging myself in. You know what I'm like. Ooh. Right, brace yourself, earphones. Oh, you missed Sundays. Are you still doing the Corral World? I think we're up to number 17 now with Colour Our World. Get the rest of the brush off, the paint off my brush. I don't think it's going to crackle though, but we can easily bubble it. Oh, you'll be in it, of course you will. I forgot about that. I've been putting the kits together for the workshop. I'm waiting on one more bottle of paint coming because I've ordered them especially because I want you to have like Liquitex paint and stuff. Because if you're going to do it, you may as well get good results. So I'm using what I'm familiar with. If anybody would like to do a workshop, all the details will be on Facebook soon, or you can always message us about it. We're going to make an altered group. Quite a bit mixed media in there as well. And the kit is huge. There's paints, there's paste, there's even the spatula to put it on with. You're getting giddy about it. It'll be there for you when you come back. As soon as you're back, if you text us, I'll get it sent out. That's probably a good idea, actually. Text us and remind us. Inside. Yeah, the workshop will be on YouTube, and it will be a video that people who have got the workshop will get sent the link, and only they will be able to access it. So it's totally exclusive, full day with me. Bring earplugs. Yeah, it should be really good. I'm getting ribbons. I've gone totally out. I've even got your tassels now for the side to go with the little balls. Talk about OTT. This one's starting to crackle there. Can you see it? I'm obviously getting glue inside as well. So it looks really rubbish now, but trust the process. Hi, Hillary. Trust the process. Right, I'm just thinking I want to put some rice paper somewhere, so I might have to lighten this back up a little bit. Should have thought about that one. But that is why we have gesso. Hi, Caroline. Oh, something's just fell over in the kitchen. I tidied up in here, and what I basically did was pick some piles up and put them on the kitchen floor. So, yeah. I'm thinking this library, you know. Do you think the door will fit on them and go around it? Shall we see? So with the rice papers, if you've never used rice paper, what I could do is you use a water brush to take off the edges, and then it kind of looks more natural. You get to pull the fibres away a little bit. And we're all going to lose a bit of the bottom of the door, but that's fine. Any pieces of rice paper that you have left over, don't throw them away, because you can easily collage them into places. So the rice papers, when you're using them, wet around the edges where you want to be, and then pull away, and it doesn't leave like a blunt edge. So when you blend it in, to whatever you're doing, you'll not be able to see them. And again, it's also very, very forgiving, because like that, you won't notice it because we're going to build up on top of it. Oh, gone across there, or there. And just let the water soak in for a couple of seconds, and then just pulling it round when I can find, there we go. Find the wet bit. Go back to this side, and then I'll put it back on and wet it some more, but it pulls away and it sort of leaves the fibres. Take that bit off. There it is, wet there. So these fibres here, especially if you put it onto glass or anything, when you put it down, it's not going to look like you've cut around the edges. It kind of hides, and I am going to leave it dark because I quite like that. What do I think? So I'm going to use a matte medium for this. You could use any kind, you can use PVA and water and things like that. I prefer a matte medium because it's acrylic based and it's just more secure basically. It's what it's meant for, the job. So, but you can just mix a little bit with PVA and water to do it. Again, all over, matte medium, and this will dry totally see-through, and it doesn't matter if you get it everywhere because I am messy. I'm going to have that on there. So this is the front cover of my book that leads into the Magic Library. I'm so excited. I love playing with this. But again, you can already see how just putting this on kind of starts to bring the project together. It doesn't look as, oh, what's she doing? A little less scary. And then we're going to dry it again, I'm afraid. There's a lot of drying in this, in these kind of techniques. So brace yourself if you've got headphones on. Where did you get the book from? The book is a box, a cardboard box, you know, like the envelope boxes. I got some pens in it, like a pen set. And all I did was I chopped the flappy bits off the sides, and then I reinforced it with clay and tape, and also what's wrong with our Maureen on a spending ban? No, just no. I don't know how anybody can stick to that. You know what it is? There's worse things we could be doing than crafting mine. You see how dark it's gone now, kind of blended in, but I'm kind of liking it. It looks really quite dark. Excellent, Helen. Should I add you back on my list then? I bet he's dying to get back to work anyway. If he's anything like my dad, mind, that man has had a total of about 3 weeks off since he was 14. Right, so I'm thinking now, which is kind of dangerous, I quite like that just as is. I have got some gilding wax. I mean, Stamperia do loads of different gilding things, but I've got wax, and over the edge, I mean, watch it come to life. It looks like metal. It's just bliss. This one is a treasure gold one, and it is a rose gold. Is that what I just said? Rose quartz. It's rose gold. So we're going to add that on and see where we are from there. And you can see the texture I've getting off this is ink paste, and it just makes us so happy. There's so much worse things we could be doing, mine, than getting craft stuff, honestly. We could be out every weekend, partying, drinking, smoking, buying bags and shoes and all that malarkey that nobody really needs. Saying that, mind, I probably would have a thing for bags, but I've got a mum that makes them, so I had a little bit coming off. Doesn't it bring it to life, Anne? See, I haven't got a hubby either, so I don't even have to take him into consideration. Yeah, there is such a thing as spending too much time with somebody, isn't it? I'm going to go for this as well. I might change the colour of the sides though, but we'll just add it on. What I did, this bit here is not a bit of the mould. That was just, I just made a rectangle out of the clay and then stuck it on so it looks like it's got a backing plate. And this totally brings all this to life. So I'll probably change around the edges and things, and I'll probably do that off camera because you'll all be bored to tears by the time I'm finished. Right, we've got all of this now to do whatever we want with. There is loads, heaps and stacks of die cuts and things that go with this collection, and I think this is the wrong collection. This is I think I've got them all muddled up. Some of these are the Magic Forest as well, so I've jumbled them up. Let's just see where we go. Oh, I've got that as well. That could have went on. What else have we got? See, that is just so vicious, isn't it? It's like it just changes the tone completely. I've got a random sticker in here as well we might use. Get all these out. That could go inside. Oh, I forgot. I love that one. I love little old bookshops and things. That one might go inside. I did fussy cut. I did cut out an owl earlier because I was thinking he could stand outside of the shop and then we could bring in some of these flowers and things again. You know, like we did on the book. And then we could have a scroll. Can you see where I'm going with this? Building up the layers. I'd have flower behind him. And I've got him for inside. I love him so much. So we could build up. Well, are we liking that? Hi, Cheryl. I need to text you. I've been meaning to text you for 2 weeks. I love that as well. Oh, hold on. I've got another owl. Oh, it's him. We could have... No. Now I'm getting really carried away, aren't we? Could have a crystal ball here as well because I'm going to put the wizard in. What are we thinking, everybody? The owl is amazing, isn't it? Do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is? I've just had a thought there. Hold on. Because the thirsty brush owl... Oh, my gosh. I've just totally had an avalanche. Hang on. The thirsty brush owl, if you painted him... Where is he? He could go in here as well. He's the perfect size. What do you think? That's my owl. It's like he was made for this collection. And you may also be able to get him on Thursday when I'm on Create and Craft. Hold on, I need to... I've dropped serviettes everywhere. In my excitement. Should we use the thirsty brush owl? Should we use them in blue as well? I'll put him on and then I'm going to see if I can get I'm going to use him and I'm going to keep him for something else. I'm going to see if I can change his crown for a top hat. So this is a stamp and die set from Thirsty Brush, of course. And I think he'll just be absolutely perfect with this. I need a stack of books though, where they're at. I've given myself the hiccups, all the excitement there. Do you think we should use him? my bird's shouting now. Should I find a smaller stack of books? Oh, look, he's there as well. I'll find a smaller stack of books. Hold on, we're making a complete mess now, aren't we? I'm never getting so excited about anything in my life. Yes, we'll use him, right. So I've got the collectibles thing here. Mine's all well loved and chopped to bits. Shall we see if we can find something? Should we stand him on a bottle of ink? Do you think? What do you think? A bottle of ink? And then he can be a crafty owl, can't he? On the big bottle of ink. And we can even cut the feather out. My owl. Awesome. I do love that owl. I can't remember what I called him though. I'm sure I can. I'm useless, you know. I'm saying that I'm lucky if I remember my children's names. Half the time, I'm on a different planet. I want to have a red bottle of ink as well. And then we'll pop them up onto foam and go from there. So when you're fussy cutting, I know you're probably sick of hearing us say it, but if you move the paper, you get a much smoother cut. And if you use this finger and this finger, like either one or both of them or whatever, you get, it does take a little while to get control, but you do end up with a lot more control over your scissors. It is just practice, and that's a hairdressing thing. It's not a... It's a stamp and die set, yes. Stamp and die set. They are on the How to Craft Network. I do know that because there's some left. They came out last year as a Christmas collection, but we're getting them back again for this year. But the totally lost my train of thought there. Oh no, is it? I don't know what's wrong with it. Why does it keep doing that? Do you think it's because I'm on past a certain length of time? I might do the front cover and then I could go out and come back in to do the inside. What do you think? See if it goes fuzzy again. Do you think we'll do that? Will everybody come back? Don't leave us. I want to play. It looks okay up here to me, but it does look fuzzy here. What do you think we should do? It's not as bad as last week. I can't understand it because it started off good. It might be the Wi-Fi, possibly. Can you hear Kermit? It's like a car alarm. I wonder if I text Christopher, see if he's text him, you know, like he's a million miles away. You might have turned something on upstairs. But he didn't have anything on last week. So what I've done is I've doubled up the foam pads on there to make that stand forward. And then on the owl, which I'll add highlights to later. Just keep going. Probably all the storms around. Maybe, yeah, it's really, really dark here actually. Could be going to start. Again, the foam pads, I'm going to double up him as well. What does it look like though? Is it really, really bad? I can always just go off and then come back on another live. All you would have to do is go into my account and click on the lives. Yeah, fuzzy here, maybe it's your phone. I'm on the iPad. I don't think it could be that. Well, it might be. I hope it's not. I'm standing there. I could go back, I could cut out and come back in though. What do you think? We'll follow. Right, I'll pop these on and then I'll come up with a Stamperia part 2. Because I'm having a lovely time. Again, inking around all the edges. I'm not being obsessive about it. It just hides that white edge and stops it looking so cut out, really, like hand cut out. I'll stick these flowers on and then I'll go off and finish it, and then I'll come back in, and then if you all share it to Facebook and things like that for us, I'll love you forever, because everybody will be really annoyed with us thinking I've just ended it. That's it, gone. If somebody comes in late, I'll have loads of messages. It was crystal clear at the beginning. Yeah. Right, what I'll do is I'm sticking this flower on. I'll end this live because we've been on half an hour anyway. And then I'll just go straight back on live again. Just take a couple of minutes and then just go on my account and then click on the live videos and I'll be there. Okie dokie. I'll see you in a roly mo. That's the kids' programme of the Rat in the Library. I was at a mall. Anyway, 2 minutes. Bye.